Hey there and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Casemiro out of Sheffield United game with ankle injury. Casemiro's injury troubles add to Manchester United's ongoing woes, with the influential midfielder set to miss the upcoming game against Sheffield United due to an ankle injury sustained during the international break. Sky Sports reported that the Brazilian player will remain in his native country for recovery and is expected back in Manchester early next week for a training. Casemiro's absence is a significant blow for United, and it's worth noting that he will also miss the Champions League game against Copenhagen due to a previous red card. Brazil manager Fernando Diniz revealed that Casemiro had requested to be substituted during their game against Venezuela due to an ankle blow which impacted his performance. While he returned to play a full 90 minutes for Brazil in their next World Cup qualifier against Uruguay, he has been struggling to reach his top form at Manchester United this season. His performances have raised questions, and some believe he is not living up to his potential, causing defensive issues for the team. United's injury problems continue to mount, and the club has initiated an internal investigation to determine the root cause of the ongoing injury crisis. Additionally, there are doubts surrounding the availability of Sofiane Amrabat, who missed Morocco's recent games. Kobbie Mainoo injury update ahead of Manchester United versus Sheffield United. Manchester United's young midfielder Kobbie Mainoo is making positive strides toward his comeback from injury. Mainoo has trained with the first team squad, aiming to regain full fitness. The 18-year-old midfielder sustained an injury during pre-season while playing against Real Madrid in the USA, although he was pictured training with the first team squad earlier in October. He wasn't yet ready to feature in a recent friendly match against Barnsley. United has taken a cautious approach to ensure his complete recovery. Mainoo's presence and full first-team training suggest he is on the right path to return, with Casemiro's injury ruling him out of the weekend match against Sheffield United. Man United fans might be hopeful of Mainoo's return to the team. However, the best-case scenario is likely for Mainoo to start on the substitutes bench and gradually ease back into first-team action. Kobbie Mainoo is considered a special talent who made his first-team debut for Manchester United at the age of 17. He started United's first four preseason matches before his injury against Real Madrid. The teenager was poised to make a significant first-team breakthrough this season, and that possibility remains on the horizon, with his return only a matter of time. Jadon Sancho's closest friends at Man United insist he is in the wrong after Ten Hag outburst. Jadon Sancho's closest friends in the Manchester United dressing room believe that he is in the wrong after his public outburst toward manager Erik Ten Hag. Sancho was dropped from the matchday squad for a game against Arsenal, and Ten Hag cited the player's poor attitude in training as the reason. In response, Sancho accused the manager of lying in a social media post. While he has since deleted that post, he remains suspended by the club. According to our reports, Sancho's friends in the dressing room have encouraged him to end the ongoing feud by apologizing to the manager. However, Sancho is said to be stubbornly refusing to do so. If his stance continues, the club is reportedly open to listening to offers in January. Sancho's career at Manchester United has been challenging so far, with only 12 goals and 6 assists from 82 appearances since his arrival from Borussia Dortmund. Much was expected from him after his £73 million move, and it was believed that he could turn his fortunes around with a personal training program. However, it has not worked out as anticipated. The decision to drop Sancho from the squad was deemed justified by many, and it was expected that he would respond on the training pitch. Making amends for his actions is still possible, but it appears that Sancho is unwilling to apologize. There is a suggestion that United might consider sending him out on loan initially, which could potentially increase his valuation. If he has a positive stunt away from the club, Sancho is currently valued at £28 million by transfer market, but United would likely seek a higher sum in any potential sale. Newcastle could return for Scott McTominay in January. Newcastle United could revisit their interest in Scott McTominay come January, as Manchester United's challenging season prompts concerns about their squad depth. McTominay, who recently saved United from defeat with two late goals against Brentford, has faced criticism for his inconsistent performances compared to his national team showings. The versatile midfielder, a product of United's academy, has been deployed in various positions this season and hasn't received many minutes to prove his capabilities. Nonetheless, his late match heroics demonstrated his game-changing potential. McTominay attracted attention during the summer transfer window, but United's high valuation and the player's desire to stay hindered any potential move. However, if his opportunities under Eric Ten Hag don't improve, he might consider a transfer provided the offer comes from the right club. According to Team Talk, Newcastle is considered bolstering their midfield, especially if Sandro Tonali faces a significant ban due to his admission of betting on AC Milan matches during his time with the club. As they await the verdict, the Magpies have compiled a list of potential alternatives, including Scott McTominay. The Team Talk report reads, Newcastle are reeling from the fact Sandro Tonali could be unavailable for the foreseeable future. The club is making no comment on the situation at present, but Team Talk sources have indicated that there would be little hesitation in reinforcing the squad depth in January to make up for any absence. Scott McTominay is on their list. The situation surrounding Sandro Tonali's potential unavailability has prompted Newcastle to look for midfield reinforcement in January. Among the options considered, McTominay's name stands out. United, known for their high asking price, could demand around £40 million for the 26-year-old, especially if he continues to shine for his country as he did against Brentford. Should McTominay depart, it could provide United with funds to strengthen their squad in the upcoming transfer window, a move that Eric Ten Hag is eager to make given the team's current struggles. Man United have improved in one department under Eric Ten Hag this season. Manchester United's start to the current Premier League season has been somewhat average, with the team currently trailing the league leaders Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal by 8 points after just 8 games. One of the main concerns for the Red Devils this season has been their defensive performance. They have already conceded 12 goals, making them on the teams with the 7th worst defensive record in the league. In particular, United has struggled with losing possession cheaply in their own half and has won 7% fewer aerial duels compared to the previous season. Despite these challenges, there is a bright spot in United's performance under manager Eric Ten Hag. The team has put a new emphasis on pressing compared to the previous season, which has led to several improvements in key areas. First, they are ranked first in the league for high turnovers, possession won in the final third, and starting distance. In contrast, last season, they were positioned 6th, 5th, and 6th, respectively. Second, they are second in the league in press sequences and possession won in the middle third. Last season, they were ranked 8th in both categories. This improvement in pressing means that opposition defenders have less time on the ball, which is a positive sign. However, for this improvement to translate into better results, United needs to work on maintaining their concentration throughout the full 90 minutes. The team has shown a tendency to concede goals after taking the lead, which is an issue that needs to be addressed promptly if they aim to compete at the top of the table and stay in the title race. Joel Glazer expected to be involved in football matters at Man United after Sir Jim Ratcliffe deal. Joel Glazer, co-owner of Manchester United, is expected to maintain his involvement in the club's sporting matters even after Sir Jim Ratcliffe secures a minority 25% stake. This comes after Sheikh Jassim pulled out of the takeover race when the Glazers declined a permanent sale for the proposed fee. Now, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is the frontrunner for investment in the club. Initial reports suggested that Ratcliffe would have full control over the sporting arm of the business as part of the deal. However, the Times reports that Joel Glazer will be involved in a three-man football committee alongside Ratcliffe and Sir Dave Brailsford. This committee structure may not be a cause for concern for United fans, as the final decision-making power will ultimately rest with the British billionaire and the former British cycling boss. The process for Ratcliffe's proposal to receive a Premier League approval may take another 2 or 3 weeks. Additionally, there are NYSE requirements to meet, which could extend the process by another 8 weeks. The proposed minority stake acquisition by Ratcliffe has received mixed reactions from United fans, as many were hoping for a complete takeover of the club. While the Glazers will remain the majority shareholders, Ratcliffe aims to secure more shares over the coming years. The extent of Joel Glazer's influence on transfer proceedings and other football decisions remain to be seen. Some fans prefer that the Glazers stay away from club management. The timeline for Ratcliffe's deal could be delayed beyond January due to the NYSE regulations, making the process longer than usual. Man United want Carlo Ancelotti to replace Erik Ten Hag as manager. Manchester United's season has gotten off to a rocky start, and the pressure is mounting on manager Erik Ten Hag. The club's lackluster performance has prompted rumors of a potential replacement, with Real Madrid's Carlo Ancelotti being considered. However, enticing Ancelotti back to the Premier League may prove challenging, as he seems more inclined to extend his contract with Real Madrid. According to El Chiringuito journalist Benjamin Lopez, Manchester United has made a verbal offer to Ancelotti through his agent. The club is reportedly eager to have him as their manager. However, Ancelotti doesn't appear eager to return to the Premier League, favoring a stay in the Spanish capital. The Italian manager has not only one, but two alternative offers on the table, both involving managing national teams. He has been approached to manage Brazil and Canada, and it's worth noting that Ancelotti has a sentimental connection to Canada due to having a house in there. However, Ancelotti's first choice is to renew his contract with Real Madrid if the season progresses well. For Erik Ten Hag, the pressure is on to revive Manchester United's fortunes after a successful first season at the club. A series of injuries and off-field issues have hampered his second season. The coming fixtures, including a game against Sheffield United, a crucial Champions League match against Copenhagen, and a showdown with Manchester City, could determine Ten Hag's future. As the current United manager, the club will be eager to secure back-to-back wins for the first time this season, hoping to turn the tide in their favour. Mark Behe set for a new contract amid Manchester United interest. Crystal Palace is taking steps to secure the future of their promising defender Mark Behe, as interest from Premier League teams, including Manchester United, looms. Since his arrival at Selhurst Park from Chelsea in 2021, Behe has established himself as one of England's most promising defenders. Signed for £18 million, Guehi's impressive performances have even earned him the captain's armband at times. Despite his young age of 23, he is the linchpin of a defensively solid unit at Crystal Palace, which currently boasts the third best defensive record in the Premier League. Surprisingly, Crystal Palace is one place ahead of Manchester United in the league, largely due to their superior defensive performances. United, under manager Erik Ten Hag, has experienced a challenging start to the season, particularly due to an injury crisis that has hit the defense hard. They have faced situations where the entire first choice back four was unavailable, highlighting the need for defensive recruitment in upcoming transfer windows. The future of Harry Maguire at Old Trafford remains uncertain, with the English centre-back hinting at reconsidering his options if his exclusion from the starting 11 continues, where he appears to be a suitable replacement for Maguire, even gaining recognition from England manager Gareth Southgate as a potential replacement in the national team's defense, where he possesses the traits of a modern centre-back, excelling in one-on-one duels, quick enough to defend large spaces and play a high defensive line, and comfortable in playing the ball out from the back. Manchester United has reportedly shown interest in Guehi, with an eye to road pursuing him next summer, but Crystal Palace is aware of this interest and is taking steps to extend his contract. It remains to be seen whether Guehi will commit his long-term future to Crystal Palace amid serious interest from some of the Premier League's top clubs. This proactive approach by Crystal Palace underscores the high regard in which Guehi is held and the competition for his services. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has big plans for Old Trafford, which would be a game changer for Man United. According to the Times, Ratcliffe and Ineos are planning to explore how to rebuild Old Trafford into a 90,000-seater, increasing its current capacity by almost 15,000. That number is certainly headline-making, as it would put the stadium on par with Wembley. This would be a game changer for Man United, as not only would it bring in more matchday revenue, but a modern Old Trafford would see more concerts and events brought to the stadium. In its current state, music artists have overlooked the stadium in favor of Man City's Etihad Stadium, despite it having a lower capacity. This is due to the better facilities on offer, but that could change down the line if Ratcliffe's plans materialize. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.